Alright folks, today I am starting a new, I guess playthrough is still an accurate term, of a game that might have actually been my introduction to the Pokemon franchise way back when, in the early 2000s. And I mean early 2000s. Primarily because I did have an N64 at the time that this game came out, and in fact I think for a while I had borrowed a friend's copy of this game, but I didn't get a Game Boy of any kind until 2003 for Christmas, where I got a GBA SP and my copy of Pokemon Ruby. I had played my friend's copy of Pokemon Crystal a little bit here and there, and obviously, you know, I had exposure to this game as well. And this game being, of course, Pokemon Stadium 2. This is technically the third, like, home console battle sim Pokemon game, because while this is Pokemon Stadium 2, and we did get a game called just Pokemon Stadium that was technically the second one, because there was one that was Japanese only to start. So there were two Gen 1 Pokemon Stadium games, one of which we got. And so this being the third Pokemon Stadium game titled Pokemon Stadium 2 in the West, you know, it's something that I actually learned like relatively recently, all things considered, since I had, you know, been playing this game for, well, it's not like I had been actively playing this game, but, you know, I first played this game frickin' quarter century ago or whatever it was, like back probably close to when it actually was new, you know. And so on this particular save file, don't ask why. It's just more just like I just kind of did it in my spare time. I did all the Pokemon Academy stuff for some reason. Don't do that. It's kind of just a waste of time and like whatever. I did it for the sake of it. I think that's what caused the Doduo to show up on here, or maybe that was doing all the stadium stuff. So I did all the stadiums at all the difficulty levels that are available as well. Of course, once you beat Gym Leader Castle, it unlocks round 2, which is like a harder version of like every attraction, I think. Or at the very least the stadiums, and I think maybe Gym Leader Castle, there's a hard mode as well. So maybe that'll be something worth considering. But Gym Leader Castle is the main attraction for today. Now, as a preface, this is not vanilla Pokemon Stadium 2, but the edits are pretty mild. I'm using a ROM hack called Pokemon Stadium 2 Mord's Edition, made by Mord Fustang. Hell of a username, but memorable nonetheless. And so, what Mord did is Mord updated the rental Pokemon movesets to be more in line with really like Smogon movesets, but like competitive Pokemon movesets that are kind of relevant to this game's pool of mons, right? The thing is, in the competitive sense, there's a lot of rest talk, right? There is a lot of like, you know, mixed attacking going on, a lot of like non-stab options being used because of the general mechanics of like, you know, pre-physical special split Pokemon. I don't know if DVs are involved at all. Like, I would assume the rental mons have none, and I have no idea if the Gym Leader Castle mons have them. Another thing to note is that the CPU, you know, AI in this game is infamous for maybe cheating, maybe not. Like, there's a lot of accusations of reading inputs, and I definitely felt that a lot when I was playing through the stadium attractions. But that's something that you can kind of play around and anticipate to a certain extent. I think from what I understand, and confirm me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong rather, or confirm me if I'm right, I guess. I believe the AI kind of determines, okay, it knows the probabilities ahead of time of like, oh, this is going to freeze or this is going to crit. And then if that's the case, it might go for a suboptimal, what might be a suboptimal play for the sake of getting the hacks on the player. So kind of unknown. Also, another thing to consider with Gym Leader Castle, there's a couple of rules. Open all Pokemon, enter with 6. It's 3v3s, but I think it works really well in this format, especially because the battles tend to be a little slower. Compared to something like Pokemon World Tournament, which I think is still a great addition to Black and White 2, but I wish it was 6v6 in that particular case, because it is only like 3 rounds per bracket, whereas this is like, you know, a fully fledged thing that continues on and on and on. No level restrictions, but I think that really just means they're all level 100s, I want to say. Opponent Pokemon levels, or maybe it's level 50. We'll use level 50 Pokemon. Yeah, I think it's all level matched. It's all level matched at level 50. We're going to be limited on held items because Rentalmons can only hold berries. And yeah, there is item clause in this. There is also sleep clause and freeze clause, which is really nice. And then I think if you like use explosion or something, you lose if it's on your last turn, basically. So in terms of how this is going to work, right? Each gym has a different number of trainers. Like you have a certain number of trainers and then the leader. You have to beat them all in a row, but I think if you get a perfect clear, maybe similar to the stadiums, you get an extra continue or something. I forget the exact mechanics. It's been a while since I played this mode in this game. I remember as a kid getting stuck at the Team Rocket segment, which is at the top of this particular tower. So I've never gotten even really past the halfway point. I'm much better at Pokemon. I'm much more knowledgeable. We're using better Rentalmons, relatively speaking, in terms of movesets at least. And that's more so because the Rentalmon movesets originally are like actually complete dog shit. Whereas here, there might actually be a reason to use like a middle Evo because the moveset's slightly more useful or something. With that said, we're going to go ahead and jump in and select our team. So one thing to consider, I don't know the team setups for these guys, right? I could look that up. I could. And if I lose and then I have to redo it, then we'll try to remember that kind of stuff. But something to consider is that even though Faulkner is a flying type leader, they will often, these trainers, have Mons that they can pick from to counter what you might bring. So like, I'm anticipating off of memory, it's like, okay, what is flying weak to? It's weak to like ice, rock, and electric. And so it's like, what kind of beats those Mons, right? Like a fighting might counter something that might deal with flying types, right? It'll deal with the ice types. A ground type will deal with, you know, rock and electric types, for instance. So I want to try to like counter the counter picks, or at least bring 1 or 2 Mons on my team of 6 that I can pick from to potentially counter the counter picks that these CPUs like have at their disposal, right? But at the same time, I want to pick, you know, like take like an actual electric type or a rock type or something like that, or someone with a rock move, right? Nidoking seems like a pretty strong answer because if they have a rock type, I can, you know, deal with that generally. But a lot of rock types have ground coverage, so there's a lot to consider in terms of building my team per gem. So with that like lengthy preface out of the way, let's kind of figure out the team build here. Dougie is always a good pick. It's got rock coverage. We've got some other coverage for like potential like counter picks that they might have. I kind of like the idea of picking Doug here. And plus getting like a fast substitute off. Now with the berries or the held items, we're very limited, obviously. It's basically just like each one gets to heal a status move, status of my choosing, and then we have a 10 HP recovery, which is like nothing. So, you know, it is what it is. Not really too upset about that. Welcome, Space Cowboy. Just saw you in the chat as I was kind of laying out the sort of ground rules for this. And of course, if we're scrolling through here, I do have access to everything except for there's no like box legendary. So no Mew, no Mewtwo, no Lugia, Ho-Oh, or Celebi. Although Mord's Edition does give access to those for like free battles and stuff, which is kind of cool. Although you typically unlock those from clearing like Gym Leader Castle, I think, or something like that. Yeah, T-Tar is a good option. I kind of like the idea of T-Tar. I don't want to spend like too much time selecting these, to be honest. Yeah, I like T-Tar. Maybe avoid confusion. Do I want to like? Is it because the AI has a tendency to like be questionable in terms of whether it's cheating or not? I'm kind of tempted to just say fuck it and just like bring one of these guys if needed. And granted, it's not a gimme though. Like I did the stadium challenges, and like even with access to, you know, technically legendaries, right, in terms of the birds and the beasts, it still wasn't like a gimme at all times. You know, I had to rely on getting like perfect clears in the early rounds so that I had extra continues for the later rounds in case I get effed over, right? I don't know what hidden power this is, though. We'd have to mess around with it, I guess. But yeah, let's look at our electric type options, because I've got my rock type picked out. I think I'll probably bring Dougie as like a fast rock move user, even though it's not a rock type itself. And so we'll kind of, you know, take a look at some of these movesets as needed. What is Sand Slash has going on? Dougie is just kind of a better option just because it's faster, I would say. But the bulk is nice, and Swords Dance and stuff like that, but no way to boost speed, of course. Rain Dance Thunder, maybe it's an option. What are our other electric type options, like Magneton? There might be stuff with like electric coverage. This has Fire Punch, not Thunder Punch. Let's see here. Gengar has Thunderbolt. Gengar seems pretty good. Maybe Cure for Paralysis so it doesn't get slowed down. I'm just gonna kind of throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Rhydon's not a bad pick either, but I have T-Tor already. So I'm kind of like chill with that. Electabuzz unironically kind of good for the stab Thunderbolts. And Ice Punch to hit ground types, but Gengar also has that, and it's faster. We'll just take that. And Boom could come in handy as well for making trades, because it is 3v3, so like the strategies tend to be a little bit different than 6v6. But also these battles would really drag if they were 6v6. Again, I don't know what a hidden power this is. Like, it's probably ice or grass or water or something that would have been used, because I think Mord picked these movesets from Smogon specifically. So, like, you know, like actual competitive movesets. But again, that's only going to get us so far. Right? There might be some cheese I can pull off, but the opponents are going to have their own cheese in their own way. Zap. I kind of like the Raichu angle, because if I can get up a free Rain Dance... What does Magneton have? T-Wave, Thunderbolt. Also being a Steel type is nice too. We'll bring Mag. Maybe heal for sleep or something like that. I'm not putting too much stock into the held items at the moment. Again, if I get like countered by a particular mon or a particular team and we have to redo something, then I'll just do that. You've got Ice Beam and Thunder. I was saying Doug Trio would be nice to have for Rock Slide. Where is Dougie? There we go. Maybe a Burn, Heal. What else? Like, what would they potentially have? Maybe I want to bring like a Water type or something in case they have... Or no, maybe a Grass of some kind just in case they have like a Rock type or a Ground type to counter Electric and Rock guys. I probably won't bring it, but like, it's only 2 battles, so it's like, let's be real, I'm probably gonna just bring like the ones who are super effective. Maybe bring counter pick, if needed. Yeah, so I want like a potential counter for like a ground. A flying could also work, a flying type, some kind. Is there... What does Gyarados have? Zap Cannon, Hydro Pump. I mean, Zap Cannon's pretty bad, but... Eternal Lion Pump is also tricky. You know, fuck it. We're just gonna throw stuff at the wall, see what sticks. Realistically speaking, actually Omastar is maybe a better option. Yeah, it's weak to ground, but like, because ground's only physical and this thing has high defense, it's not really gonna matter that much. We'll just take that, and then, I don't know. Snorlax is always a safe bet, but like, it's not always useful. In this context, that is. Obviously, GSC Snorlax is like completely busted. What should our last be? Something bulky and cheesy, maybe? Just in case. Let's see, I've got a Steel type already. I've got a fast offensive guy, I've got a Rock type. I've got a Ground type with Rock moves. Maybe an Ice type, or something with ice, more ice coverage. Oh man, you mean like personally, or you mean like in terms of all the game announcements and stuff like that? Because it seemed like you were pretty busy, so I'm assuming That's what you mean. Let's see. And plus, like, I can't change the movesets, so, like, I'm kind of limited here. Octillery. Like, actually, though, maybe? No, it's too slow. Probably. I'm trying to think, what else would they bring? Maybe, like, a fighting type to counter rock types and ice types? So, like, maybe I want a flying type of some kind. But, like, with a flying move, ideally. I think this is hidden power. Flying or bug. It's, like, it's weird. Some of these movesets are strange. Maybe not for GSC players, but I don't really know a ton about that metagame, all things considered. Surf. Surf, Ice Beam, Rest, Encore. Yeah, I'm thinking like a flying type of some kind. It's obviously not a flying type, but just kind of weighing my options. Oh, maybe I do bring the Raichu to potentially set up a Rain Dance. Sure, fuck it. Let's just rock with it. I don't want to spend like too much time with the team building on the first attempts. And I also feel like this is gonna be, yeah, like he actually has 6 flying types, but I do know that there are some of these guys that don't always bring 6 of the actual type in question kind of deal. I think I just bring, do I just Gengar sweep them? Or do I Raichu, Rain Dance, Thunder, just Raichu, Gengar, and Doug Trio, fuck it. This is gonna be super easy. Well, the famous last words. And god, this announcer is like nostalgia incarnate for me. What's up, Mr. Krabs? Oh, gotcha. Well, it sounds like it was a good kind of tiring for your weekend, which is nice. I could just throw off Raw Thunders. This thing might mud slap me or something. I'm gonna substitute first, even though like I probably don't need to be playing this safe. But I'm just gonna set up a sub. Decent call on my part, actually. Because the thing is, Falconer gives you the TM for mud slap. I don't ask me why. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it was like an attempt to... Yeah, maybe it was an attempt to, like, to counter electric types, but, like, what electric types are you catching before Falconer? Mareep, I guess? Yeah, I think this thing has Surf because, you could get Surf on Pikachu and Raichu from an event, I want to say. Alright, well, we got the Rain Dance up, at least. The sub was unnecessary, but, like, this is guaranteed to land. It's almost certainly going to one-shot. Yeah, I'm kind of assuming, like, I don't know how many streams this is actually going to take. I'm kind of guessing, like, 2 or 3. Some Ninja Dog. Also, like, the expressiveness of the Mons in this game, when I'm thinking back to, like, the what's it called? When I'm thinking back on, like, the excitement for X and Y, I think the reason it was exciting was, for one, it was on a new system and, like, all that kind of stuff, but it was, like, we had seen what was capable and what had been done with the expressiveness of the models, and then XY comes around, and I don't think most people minded it at the time, but I think, like, as Gen 6 went on, and then as we got Gen 7, and then especially as things have gone on since then, It's like, man. And they've been, like, to be fair, they've been making small adjustments to certain models to make them more visually distinct and like giving them more distinct animations and poses and stuff like that. But like, they kind of set themselves up for failure in a way, I would argue. Maybe you do just have unlimited continues, but I don't know if you have to go undefeated through all these. I don't want to say failure, but because like, what's it called? Okay, this guy actually just has all, what's it called? All flying ones as well. Maybe I'm misremembering, so maybe I don't need to like try to counterpick the counterpicks. I think I go Raichu, Dougie, and Magneton actually seems good. Now we'll just go fast and strong. You lose, you have to start over. Okay, I couldn't remember exactly. So you have to beat them all in a row. And I know for a fact, like, there are some of these that are like 4 trainers in a row kind of thing. So the length that this playthrough is going to take is going to really vary on my success against these longer, against the longer fights. I have 2 guys in the back that like sweep this team anyway. So like, I'm just gonna sub again just in case they click fly, or there's the mud slap. So see, that's what I was anticipating. I'm like, there's no way this breaks the sub, right? Okay, good. And I don't get the accuracy drop either. Nice. Outplayed. What's up, Gustavo? Got the haircut Space Cowboy Nice. I'm just catching up on chat for a second here. Or the first stadium. See, the first stadium, I don't think I played until I was in high school. I bought a cartridge. I bought a cartridge at the time. And kind of messed around with it. And there's things to like about... see, they already know they're going to go down. There's things to like about Stadium 1. Like, the minigames are different and stuff, especially. But Stadium 2 is kind of the one that holds a special place for me. What are my thoughts? I think my thoughts are more or less the same. Like, we need to see more, but I am enthused by what we did see. Yeah, they have to quick attack to outspeed me. But yeah, I still dig the vibe. I still think there's more that we need to see, obviously. But I feel more enticed by it than I was always going to be excited for Persona 6. Like, I was always going to be excited for it. I was always going to play it. But there was this, like, this sense of skepticism as far as, like, are they going to change things up? How much? And that question still remains to be seen, mechanically, right? Especially. But I think tonally as well, like, it was like, okay, what are they going to do next, right? It's nice to have the confirmation that, like, okay, green is the color scheme, and, like, what that could mean based on this little, like, you know, vibes-based teaser sort of thing. And the People remake is there to tide us over and kind of be, like, sort of a very distinct, or not distinct, because it's a remake of an older game, but distinct in terms of, in comparison to what P6 seems to be going for. Assuming they're going to stick with that, we'll just go Dougie here. Little mole man. And yeah, in terms of, I would rather just Rock Slide here, which I probably should have just Sludge Bombed, actually, to guarantee the land. But it's funny, in terms of Gen 2 strats to Gustavo, like, these are, like, more or less competitive movesets because of the ROM hack. But there's a lot of substitute, there's a lot of rest talk, there's a lot of, like I was saying, like, non-stab usage. Like, Gengar doesn't want to use Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball because they're physical in this gen. Alright, so stuff like that. Like, lots of, some mixed attackers that you otherwise wouldn't really run mixed. And stuff like that, too. Like, in modern day, at least. It's like, there's limitations, and there's a lot of hidden power usage as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't show you what the hidden power type is, so I would have to experiment with it or look it up if it is documented somewhere for the ROM hack. But yeah, Faulkner, piece of cake. Super easy, obviously. Would rest work with substitute? Yes. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like rest talk is very common. Thankfully there's actually a sleep clause in this, so you can't get slept on more than one mon. Okay, so I still want to bring a counter pick or two, but I think for bug types, we want to probably bring Dugtrio again, just because it actually has a rock move. The thing is, thinking about other rock types there, well, this is not a rock type, but like, Aerodactyl doesn't have a rock move in this hack. Like, it doesn't have Rock Slide, and a lot of other, like, actual rock types that would have stab on Rock Slide are slower than I would like. I don't want to get slept or, like, Mega Drained or something like that. So we're going to bring Dougie for sure. And I think I'm going to bring Dougie with maybe Confusion Berry, so I don't have to worry about it getting Confuse Raid or... Because bug types tend to use that kind of shit, right? Supersonic and shit like that. A fire type would make sense. Let's think. Do you have a rock move? Like, what would... So, what beats bug? A lot of stuff, right? Rock, fire, flying. Those are kind of the main three. A lot of bug types are also... Poison, a lot of bug types are also flying type. I was thinking grass types are a lot of poison types, but like a lot of them are also flying. So like rock is extra effective. We can use an electric type or an ice type. What would they use to counter? They might bring a rock type of their own to counter opposing rocks and flyings and fires. So I want to bring like a water type for sure. That's good into rock. What's Quagsire up to? What's Quagsire up to? Let's see. Quag only has Earthquake, though. What about Wooper? No. What other water type would be a good option? Is it Octillery's time to shine? Maybe. It has Flamethrower on it, too. So, like, it has utility into the actual bugs. So maybe, actually... I don't think there's another water type in this that, like, has coverage like Octillery does on this hack. Use Kadabra. Let's see what Kadabra has real quick. Oh, shit. I removed a Dugtrio by accident. Whoopsies. Where are you, Dougie? Teach me how. Okay. Confusion. Let's see what Kadabra's got. I don't remember Kadabra having a good moveset in the original. That's Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Psychic. What does Zam have? Fire Punch, Psychic, Thunder Wave. What else could they bring to counter? Like I'm anticipating probably a rock type as a counter pick from them. Maybe a ground as well. So I think just like picking a water, I think just makes the most sense. A water that isn't weak to ground, so like sorry Tentacruel, but Tentacruel's fast though, so like maybe. A lot of rock types are also ground types, so like it's not the worst idea because it's fast. I think Golduck is maybe a good pick here, unironically, just because it has Ice Beam and a lot of other waters don't have it in this hack. Needs Psychic. Okay. Belly Zard is interesting. I think I like Golduck. I'll bring something with Psychic coverage. Although I don't want too many hints. But I think I'm gonna put maybe Paraberry on you. It's not gonna matter like too much. We'll do Paraberry on you. Bring Zam. Bug yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, Venomoth and stuff like that. That's fair. Let's bring Zam. Maybe Zam should use the Paraberry, actually. Because that's probably worse for it. Whereas Golduck, maybe we'll bring Anti-Sleep for Golduck, and then... Golem seems good. Strong explosion, potentially. Burn heal. What else? Yeah, Beedrill, Venomoth, stuff like that. That's fair. I need a fire type for sure, because I think Fortress is a very likely candidate. Fire Blast. Is there anything with Flamethrower? Probably not. Fire Blast is just stronger. Yeah, P4R does look great. I do agree. I have my issues with P4, but like that game's unironically very funny. I hope that stays I hope the humor stays and they don't like change too much about the script in that regard. But I don't know, I'm not like super sensitive to stuff like that anyway. Like a lot of the like in terms of like script changes, because it's like, dude, I don't remember the exact fucking dialogue this one character said in this particular spot in this JRPG I played 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But yeah, sorry, Space Cowboy. I'm like so focused on what I'm doing. Once we get into the battle, I can chat a little bit more. Moltres might be fun. What does Entei have? Fire. I mean, Sunny Day Solar Beam. That'd be good counter for like the grounds and stuff like that. If there is a ground or rock type. If I can get a Sunny Day off, I guess that's true. What a Houndoom? What does Houndoom have? Fire Blast, Crunch, Pursuit. Can fire types even be frozen? The thawing mechanics are weird. I don't anticipate there being any freeze mechanics in a bug gym anyway. We'll bring Houndoom. I want to bring like some fun picks and not like do too much like baton passing and shit like that. What else? I have 2 grounds already. I've got an actual rock type. Maybe a flying would be good. Something with like wing attack or something. What does Crobat have? Crobat has wing attack. We'll take Crobat. Okay. But yeah, I kind of made a... I mean, I didn't... Because the thing is, like, I wishlisted like some stuff, or like I updated my wishlist a little bit, but I'm trying to keep stuff that doesn't have definitive dates off of my wish list, because there's a number, like there's so many games that were announced that were just like 2027, and it's like, it's cool. There's some stuff that looks really cool from that. That Amsterdam game seemed really interesting. Because I love like games with a historical kind of tinge, but I also like the magical kind of like demonic witchcraft kind of stuff that was going on there too. It's an interesting kind of pairing of ideas. Yeah, he has a Geodude. See, look at that. Okay, so Golduck is a no-brainer. We've also got Cross Chop for maybe a Rattata. Although I probably want to bring maybe Golem. Maybe Golem, Golduck, and Houndoom? What do I lead? Or Crobat. Because Crobat... Let's go with this. So let's go with this. We'll try this.
The challenger has advanced to the Azalea Gym. The first opponent is Chad, a bug catcher.
Chad. So these cries are funny as hell. Leads Yanma. Not great for me, because I want to keep Golduck healthy. Is this going to be like... No, there's no speed boost. For a second I was like, is this speed pass? And then I was like, wait, it might be agility pass. Like it could, like actually could be. I'm going Golem. Oh yeah, the reveal of Code Veronica, I think from Game Fest, dude, I have to remember, like think back to what was revealed there. I mean, Code Veronica and FF7 Part 3 for me are kind of like the big highlights. We knew both of them were happening, but we're just gonna raw Rock Slide here, even if he switches. They might not, this might be a little early for them to start switching too, but the AI actually switches in this game too, which I'm very familiar with from the Stadium battles that I did. Yeah, that's ×4, so that should, yeah, obliterate this thing. And I can boom if I need to as well. This is Yami for a second. Yeah, it is funny. I will concur with you guys that it is wild that Tifa is in Street Fighter and not Tekken, which is like I have no horse in the race, but like the rumor for the longest time was, or what people wanted was her in Tekken. Constrict. Silly string. This prevents switching, maybe? Or no, I think Constrict is just I think Bind is the one that is like super broken in Gen 1 and prevents switching and shit. And prevents you from moving, I think, in Gen 1 too. And depending, again, on how long this takes me, I might very well do the round 2 Gym Leader Castle as well. Or maybe save that for another time. I didn't even know that round 2 is like even a thing in this game. But I've kind of heard, I've like, from what little I've looked into it, I've heard kind of horror stories in terms of the CPU behaviors and stuff like that. In that, I can just explode here and win. Not even give this a chance to survive the rock slide. Yeah, and because perfects don't matter, I don't mind doing this. I tried to avoid like boom strats in the stadium cups because having perfect matches where none of your mons get knocked out gives you an extra continue, and so it was just nice to kind of build those up in the early rounds for when the later rounds got kind of cheesy and annoying. The music in this game is so like iconic to me too. Interesting. Okay, a couple normal types. Get a Pikachu. See, I was anticipating counter picks, and like I'm glad that I did. Dougie seems really good here. What is Pikachu's base speed? Is it 100? Maybe 110? No, I think Raichu's 110. I think Pikachu's a little bit slower, maybe 100 or 105 or something. And Dougie is 120, I want to say. So Dugtrio is a no-brainer. It also takes care of Ladybug. I wish I had brought a fighting type. We do have Cross Chop on this thing. So maybe Golduck as a backup, but maybe I might bring my Toxic guy. I don't know what hidden power this is though. It could honestly be anything. I'd have to look at the Smogon sets, I guess. I think Dougie's a no-brainer. I think Houndoom is also a no-brainer. And then I think, I mean, I could also bring Golem to boom on whatever normal it brings. No, dude, you should. I know you have some other friends too that have been trying to convince you to play FF7 Remake for a while. I would highly, I mean, I think those games are awesome. Like, obviously, there's some, like, small issues I have with the story and stuff like that, but, like, in the grand scheme, they're just so fucking fun to play, and I think they nailed the characters, too. So it's like, I love the metaverse kind of, you know, BS with the story? Like, not really, but, like, it's going somewhere, you know? I still have some faith. And the combat's fucking awesome. Some of the best that I've, like, honestly ever experienced. I've played a shit ton of games, too. Very, very amazing combat, in my opinion. It takes some coming to grips with, for sure, and it really shines in hard mode, from what I understand. But I still love it, despite having not played hard mode. Oh, Sid looks awesome, dude. I love Sid in FF7 also. So I'm excited to play as him, and Vincent, obviously, as well. Let's see. I think Crobat might be a good pick, because I can Toxic Cheese, I can Wing Attack the grasses and the bugs. I don't know what we can figure out what the hidden power is, maybe. Stuff like that.
The next opponents are twins, Min and Lin. Don't let the fact that they're children fool you. Overconfidence here could be disastrous.
It's Clef. This thing gets every move under the sun, so I don't even know what it could possibly have. I'm tempted to EQ, but I kind of want this for the potential Pikachu in the back, but I also don't know what I switch into. I could sub to Scout what it goes for, I'm gonna sub once. I'm gonna sub once.
Face each other.
Doug Trio's not bulky anyway, so this thing, if this thing has something super effective against me,
It's using its charm. No.
okay, nice.
Fail.
See, scouting pays
Hanging tough.
dividends here. I'm just gonna EQ, I think. I could go for the Sludge Bomb for poison chance, but obviously Fairy type is, you know, not not a thing. Obviously in this game and like many gens after. Oh, nice crit. Holy shit. That definitely mattered. Definitely mattered, but it would have broken the sub. I would just have no sub, which is potentially a big deal. But crits are 2 times, I think, in this gen, so
Oh, it's Ladybug. Will this Pokemon
it would have for sure 2-shot.
honor of its
I think Dougie just gets the sweep here, probably, though.
the white hot battle?
We rock slide. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. Shabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-dum.
KO'd by 1 hit.
Yeah. Sid, it's also interesting because Sid, obviously in the original FF7, they would censor the curse words with like exclamation point, @ sign, number sign kind of shit. But like Sid cursed a lot in the original FF7, and now in the remake trilogy they actually curse, and I'm kind of surprised at how little he was. Like he's a lot angrier of a character in the original, so I'm wondering how that's going to come through. But yeah, I mean, he's like, even despite that stuff, and maybe even because of some of that, Sid is one of my favorite characters in the original game. And so yeah, more of him is always good. He was in Rebirth, but he wasn't playable. All right, Bugsy. That was so good, dude. Okay, so we have Beedrill. This is like this might be a Zam move, especially because we have Fire Punch for everyone else as well. I'm gonna want Golduck just in case he brings Pupitar. I think so. So Golduck is probably not a lead, but it is a safe pick. This also can Psychic a Weeping Bell as well, which is good. So maybe lead Zam, but I also want a Rock type for Scyther. So maybe lead Dougie. And then if he does Weeping Bell, that limits my switch-ins though. Whereas if I lead Zam, what is Zam bad into? Pupitar? I can go hard Doug Trio on that, or even probably hard Golduck and be fine. I could probably go hard Golduck and be fine anyway. Because then I just surf and then it dies. I kind of like lead Zam. And then maybe Golem is better for Scyther though. Because then I can actually switch in and resist the dual stab. Whereas I think ground resists bug but not flying. And I'm just kind of wary of getting hit by like a crit wing attack or something on Dougie. So I think Zam, Golduck, and Golem. Because Golem also deals with Beedrill. And pretty, like, Pinsir might have a fighting move, but like... I'm gonna rock with this and try my best.
Battle is against Bugby, the Azalea Gym leader. How will the challenger deal with the onslaught of Bug Pokemon?
Yeah, the Stranger Than Heaven stuff is kind of weird, and I don't really know how to feel about it. I've looked into it a little bit more, and I'm kind of like not too enthused about the whole Tupac thing, but I would need to reflect on it more as far as whether that influences my desire to play the game or something, but like, I'm just not totally sure, I guess. And plus, RGG is not really in my best graces at the moment anyway. But Stranger Than Heaven does look fresh compared to what else they've been doing, I guess.
How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
Oh, they switch. Okay. So, based on that damage, I might be able to switch in Golduck on Pupitar one more time. This is going to get chip on whatever they switch in. This is where the battles get really interesting. And why this is one of my favorite Pokemon games for like this very reason. We get chip on Scyther. That's good.
How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
I can Ice Beam this. But Ice Beam is not stab. So we did about 60 damage with a 95 power move plus a 1.5 boost. Right, so what does that equate to? 142 something, right? 140 something. Whereas Ice Beam is 95 in this gen and it does double. Ice Beam is 95 and it does double, so that would be 190. Versus Surf's like 140 something, so it does approximately... it's not even 50% more. So I don't think it's worth risking. I don't think Ice Beam quite kills. So I think I gotta go... I brought Golem kind of specifically for this purpose.
Here comes the Pokémon Switch. Oh, it's Golem.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the Monster Hunter expansion, like, I'm glad that that's... Oh, sweet. Wait a second. I mean, I just get a free kill here. I was gonna say I could curse, but, like, I would rather just Rock Slide this when it can't switch out. Yeah, I'd rather just Rock Slide this. Plus, Golem has, like, 130 base attack or something like that, so it doesn't really need the attack boost. The defense boost, like, maybe could be useful into, like, Pupitar, but this thing has good defense anyway. Already. Like, it'll live in Earthquake from Pupitar. Oh, don't forget about the... Okay, you said Last Ronin. Yeah, Platinum on Last Ronin, which is a good call. I forget, was Golduck good into anything else? Like, not anything that Zam or Golem couldn't deal with? I could stay in an Earthquake this, but I would probably rather keep Golem healthy and see if Golduck can live a switch in. Because what can happen here is if Golduck lives and I force Pupitar out, I chip something, switch into whatever I need to switch into, and Pupitar comes in again, I can sack something else. That is if this lives. It's probably a roll. Okay, we live the roll. I'm gonna Surf. Okay, they switch force out Pupitar again to get chip on the next mon. It's Pinsir. Fire Punch kind of smokes this, especially with chip. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, obviously, Golem, but this might have a fighting move, so that's what I'm wary of. I don't want to risk a Hypnosis miss here. Pupitar on the back. Zam doesn't really deal with Pupitar, so I think I just go into that. I think I just go hard Zam. I don't think this is a throw. Like, what bug move does this thing even fucking have in this gen, though? And they might click fighting move anticipating because they know I have a rock type in the back, too. Go for strength. Yeah, like, I knew this thing's moveset was going to be dog shit. It does a lot, obviously, because Zam is frail as shit. But... in fact, this is 150 versus... No, this is strong. Yeah, Fire Punch is stronger, actually. Okay, they switch. Maybe we'll burn this thing. This is what I mean in terms of, like, the AI potentially cheating, but I think, like, it doesn't bother me as much here as if that is what's going on in other games. I could Psychic this, it's not a Dark type. I'm feeling confident in Golem's ability to handle Pinsir. So I'm going to Psychic this. Especially because if I go into Golduck and click Surf after Alakazam dies, it'll force in Pinsir, but then I'll get more chip on Pinsir. Or no, maybe I should... Does Golem outspeed Pupitar? You'd think so. You'd think so, but I need the HP. I'm going Golduck. Yeah, I just Surf here again. And they don't switch out. Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, the, a Dragoon-like weapon. So when I think of that, I think about like Final Fantasy Dragoons with like the jumping kind of verticality ability. And I'm like, well, Insect Glaive is kind of like that, but you're probably referring to something maybe a little bit different, if I had to guess. And I just serve here for chip. It's how speeds. Okay, interesting. Is Quick Claw in this gen? I don't think Quick Claw's in this gen, right? Okay. I just need to land my Rock Slide. Famous last words, please. Please just land the Rock Slide. Okay, so its fighting move is Seismic Toss, which means that we live 2. Nice. I don't think that crit mattered at all, but nice. Yeah, I got sit on the brain, right? Yeah, exactly. Nice. Gym 2 down. You know, the defeat music in this game used to, like, kind of scare me as a kid a little bit. Maybe not in, like, the traditional sense, but, like, just, like, a very upsetting... We'll probably hear it at some point. Oh god, okay. This one... It's, like, obviously normal specialist. It's like, we want to bring fighting types. But what I want to watch out for is, like... They're probably going to have a psychic... or flying types to like counter the fighting types, because that's the only thing that beats normal. I can bring a ghost. They might have their own ghost to counter the ghost. But I think Gengar makes some sense. It also has Dynamic Punch. I can Boom. What does Misdreavus have? Misdreavus is unironically like actually good in this gen too. Parasong. Mean Look Parasong? I mean, we could go for it. I don't hate the idea. What's the best item for this thing, though? What do I want to prevent the most? Probably Confusion, right? Maybe. A Steel would also make sense as well. To resist normal attacks, but I'm anticipating more than just normal attacks, because normal types do get crazy coverage. HJK is like not, you take like such little recoil that HJK is actually like kind of good. I mean, it's like weaker than it otherwise, but we can bring him on Lee. I kind of like that idea, actually. This would be a mon that like I probably wouldn't bring in a lot of other cases. I'm gonna bring... It also resists rollout. In case that's actually a thing that her Miltank does in this as well. The hidden power... I don't know what the hidden power type might be. Maybe Bug? Or like... I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know what it is. Yeah, well, let's look at our other fighting options real quick, too. We have Machamp, which has Cross Chop. It's obviously slower, so that's kind of the issue, potentially. Does Poliwrath have... Poliwrath has Dynamic Punch, and Belly Drum. It's a little risky to go for Belly Drum in this circumstance, though. Primeape also has Cross Chop, it also has Rock Slide. 121 speed. Is that faster than Lee? Yeah, it is, actually. I kind of like Gengar because it does have Dynamic Punch, even though that's risky. Is bringing both ghosts like kind of overkill though? Maybe. But I can Boom as well. Maybe prevent paralysis, and then like... This gym is like probably one of the hardest to prepare for, because like I just don't know. They could have like potentially any coverage. I mean, I could look it up, but I don't really want to. September's crazy in terms of releases. Gonna have to make some like tough decisions there as far as what I'm gonna actually play when. I don't think it's Pseudo Udo either, but like a rock or a steel? What's Fortress got? Toxic. Yeah, I'd have to be careful of fire. Earthquake, explosion. Roar in case of setup. I don't need Steelix. I do need to remember to bring a fighting type. What does Hitmontop have? High jump kick as well. This thing's actually kind of bulky though too, which is nice. Oh, is the direct confirmed? And I actually didn't see the announcement. Shit. I mean, I'm not going to stream it probably, but I'll check it out after the fact, see what's up. 127 attack versus 127 versus 149. I'm going to bring Hitmonlee, I think. 149. What is Primeape's attack here? 132. It's a little bit faster, but it's also frailer. It also has Rock Slide, though. What's Lee's moveset again? Let's see. Return. Yeah, I mean... I'd rather bring you. Bring Primeape, bring... I've got a Steel, I've got both Ghosts, Perish Trapping, and Explosion / Dynamic Punch for Gengar. And then what would the counter picks be? Either something strong into Ghosts or Fightings. So like, they might have a Flying or a Psychic. So I want something that's good into those. I have a Steel type for that, kinda. I mean, obviously special attacks would be probably an issue. And then... There's only 2 Ghost types in the game, so I'm like, they might bring one. There might be a Ghost somewhere in here, and anything to counter a Ghost. I guess they might have a Ground type anticipating Gengar? Maybe? Bulky Water is never a bad pick. It's like I can bring a Water, like, just because. What's a good bulky water? This thing doesn't have something with a water move just in case. Surf Blizzard, Rest Talk. Could be good actually. Omastar with Haze also maybe not a bad call. I have Roar as well, but maybe I don't want to bring Steelix in one case. Try Omastar, I guess, and maybe I'll bring a second fighting type just in case. But I have fighting coverage, to be fair. I could also bring Umbreon to just, like, cheese as well, if I think that's going to be an issue. But I'd want to give the Sleep Berry to... Oh no, this thing does have rest, so, like, actually this is useful, because I can get a free rest. Maybe I'll bring Hitmonlee as well. What's Heracross have? Earthquake. Let me go home. Am I forgetting something? Skarmo's always good. Whirlwind. Peck. Maybe that's better than Steelix. I mean, they're both just defensive steel types anyway. I think Steelix is probably fine. Bring my own Miltank. Oh, I was saying they might bring a Psychic. So, like, something to counter opposing Psychics. Man, even in this gen, that's tricky. I guess a Dark type. It's like Umbreon or Houndoom, really. Kinda like my main options. Bring Houndoom again, I guess. Okay. Okay, they have some waters. But I have a T-Bolt on Gengar. So I think Gengar is like a kind of a must-bring for the T-Bolt. Got a Fampi. Probably didn't counter team as well as I thought I would have. I think Primeape. Maybe Omastar in case of the Fampi. Even though, obviously, this thing, Omastar is really good defense, though. And it's a fucking Fampi. So I'm like, Earthquake is gonna hurt, but it's probably not gonna one-shot. Yeah, Hunter would, like, Hunter and Gengar would have Levitate if this was a gen with abilities. Unfortunately, abilities were introduced in Gen 3. I do feel like abilities add, like, an extra layer of dynamism that would be appreciated here, but it is what it is. And Coliseum and XD are great as, like, sort of the Gen 3, this style of game, but, you know, with an actual, like, an actual adventure JRPG component, and that being the main component, in fact. Poliwag lead. Did I bring... I did bring Gengar. Would this thing have Psychic? Like, I just don't... In that case, Gengar is a terrible switch-in anyway. So I'm not sure if I should just attack... Oh, well, I guess I'm attacking this. Nice, we got a crit. That probably mattered. It probably mattered. But we take those, high crit rate. I was gonna check. I didn't mean to actually, like, input that, but we take those. I don't know what hidden power this is. It's not gonna be something strong against this thing. Oh, but I'm kind of down to just cross-chop this anyway. Because I don't think I'll get one shot. This isn't quite two shot. Just a roll out. Okay, we resist anyway. So we're fine. I'm gonna meditate to get an attack boost to guarantee this next cross chop kills without a crit. So I don't even know that I knew that meditate was a Gen 2 a move as well. I always equate that with Meditite, obviously, Gen 3 mon. They went for rollout predicting some shit. I don't know what. Their crit, didn't need it this time though. I feel like Poliwag might have gone for like Hypnosis or something. That's usually what those mons do in this. I mean, I love Poliwhirl, but like, yeah, Hypnosis is usually the play. It's Jover. Unless I miss, I guess, but which is a possibility. Fucking smoke it into existence is crazy. Okay. God, look at how quick multi-hit moves are in this fucking game from 2000. Who would have thought? Nice. This is +1, so like it. Yeah, I was gonna say it probably kills. Bum 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 na, na. Bum 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 bum. Nice. Yeah, you guys saw how close the Bugsy match was, though. Surprisingly, so you don't want to be too careful, or you can't be too careful, I guess. Don't want to get too cocky. That is. What do you have? Wow, this trainer has I mean, this is CPU, so like, yeah, sure, whatever. But lots of type diversity here: fire, water, electric, ground, and 2 normals. It makes sense that they wouldn't just run mono normal, because then you just bring a fighting type and sweep every single time. But I literally did that last match anyway. I mean, I almost called it Hitmonlee. Primeape looks insane into this still. I should have brought a water that isn't weak to ground. That was kind of a mistake of mine. And Misdreavus might not prove to be as useful as I expected. But maybe it's immune to normal, so like... the fact that it can't get hit by, like, you know, Miltank Body Slam or something, and I can Perish Trap it. And Protect to prevent rollouts from destroying me. So, like, I think Mischievous, I'll probably bring Missy in the Whitney fight. But for here, I like Steelix for Mareep. And Ponyta not so much, though. I kind of need to bring Omastar, I think. This is a tough one. I think Primeape, Steelix, Omastar, or maybe I bring this for the coverage into... That's Remoraid specifically. I can Ice Punch Diglett, but it... I don't know what Diglett's speed is. Dugtrio is 120, so I'm assuming Diglett's probably 105 or 110. In which case, if it's 110, it'll tie Gengar. I think Ape... I could bring Houndoom for Ponyta, I guess. I'd rather bring Omastar, I think, and Steelix for Mareep. I could have counter-teamed better, but also I didn't expect for, like, this much team diversity, like type diversity. Okay, cool. Normal type lead. I kind of want to meditate, to be honest, because I think I think this thing's gonna get forced out. So maybe this is a misplay. Okay, we outspeed, which is good to know. Unless I went for something like counter, if it even gets that, or like some kind of negative priority thing. Goes for Swift, physical in this gen, obviously. So physical stab. I mean, it does a. I mean, we survived multiple of those, but getting the +1 from Meditate was probably a good call. Because then this probably is almost certainly one-shots. Nice. Bum bum bum, ba da 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 dum. This shit's only gonna get crazier and crazier too. I kind of want to stay in. I don't know what hidden power this is. I kind of don't want to risk it. I'm just gonna cross chop. Magnitude, please be low. Oh shit. We just died to this? Okay, okay, good. It is a Diglett. It is a Diglett after all. Nice. Okay, we landed. That for sure killed. There's no Focus Sash in this gen. That's a Gen 4 item, I think. Alright, so I'm chill to just like cross chop this. And if I miss or if it doesn't kill, I just go Steelix and win. Yeah, that's fine. Light Screen. Interesting. It's a special Mareep, that's for sure. And a crit for sure kills. Obliterates this thing. I don't even think the crit mattered. We're +1. So like, I mean maybe, but like it's a fucking Mareep, dude. Ba-na-na-na. Alright. The moment of truth. Da-da-da-da-da. She has a Gloom. I do have a Houndoom, so I do have Fire for the Gloom. I think Mischievous is a bring here in case of Miltank. I think it specifically handles Miltank. What berry? I have Confusion Berry on this. Standler's gonna go for Hypnosis like a bitch. So I do want to keep that in mind. But I outspeed it. So like I do like Primeape lead, but I need to switch in for Dodrio, which would be either Omastar or Steelix. I kind of like Steelix because that also can deal with Gloom, as opposed to Omastar being ×4 weak, obviously. So I kind of like Licks, and that also helps against potentially like Stantler and Miltank and stuff like that too, just having a really defensive Mon. And then I think I'm gonna bring Mischievous in case I'm not able to break Miltank or if I have to sack Primeape to something, because like that's my only recourse, but Miltank is bulky, so like it's tough. I do wish Mischievous had Levitate in this though. I wish that there were abilities for that, because then I wouldn't have to worry about Earthquake either. But oh well. Lead cow. Lead cow. I think I just cross-chop this, right? They could probably 2 KOs. And if it doesn't, we'll see. Earthquake? Okay. It doesn't go for normal stab. Okay, we live one more of those. Okay, nice. Like, easy to a KO. Stomp. Okay, thank God. I was like, please don't flinch, but I wasn't gonna say that out loud because I didn't want to will it into existence like that miss earlier. Okay, cool. So the Miltank's down, and that's probably I would say the most threatening Mon on our team. Gloom, I for sure switch out here and keep this, because Primeape is decently fast. I was saying the Steelix is kind of... Oh, I don't really have a great answer for this, actually. I can Perish Trap it, maybe. What is it going for? Sleep Powder? That'd be kind of an issue, I guess. I'm gonna go Missy and try to Perish Trap this. And just pray that it doesn't go for Powder or something. I mean, I could have sacked something to sleep or potential sleep. Petal Dance. Okay, Mischievous has really good special defense. So we're okay. They're also locked in. So I don't even need to Mean Look this turn. I can just Perish Song. Okay, so it's no longer locked in. I think I live one more, right? I'm pretty sure I live one more. So I Mean Look so they can't switch. They Petal Dance again. But they're locked in, so I think they lose this exchange, right? Because Perish Count is 2. Oh, maybe they need a 3. They might need a 3 turn though, in order to actually lose this to Perish Song. Okay, they're not confused, so they're locked into Petal Dance for one more turn. I think I just sack that. No, because I could Perish Song another Mon if Steelix walls it. So I think I sack. No, because Primeape can break a normal. I think I go Steelix here. Because it didn't. The confusion didn't proc, so we know it has to go for Petal Dance. So they're not going to switch out here on the 0. Well, they're also Mean Looked, I guess, to be fair. Okay, of course they crit. Fucking assholes. Okay, that would have done a shit ton anyway. That sucks. But I have all 3 Mons alive. So if I need to sack Steelix... Well, no, I don't have enough longevity now because of that crit. That really sucks. Tickly Wuff. Tiddlywinks. That blows. I just try to boom. I just try to boom in case they don't kill me. Yeah, that crit really sucks. Cause that for sure kills me. What a load of shit. Okay. It's a little upsetting. I think I can still pull this back though. My chances are not great though. If I go Misty, I click Thunder. Like, it does, because Primeape's not going to live enough turns for Parasong to matter. I have to cross-chop and hope that kills, so maybe I go Misty here and right there I land a Thunder, maybe I'll Para. Like, maybe I'll Para full, like, Para full Para, like, just like go for hacks and then hope that cross-chop kills. The Paris Trap thing, like, didn't work as well as I was expecting, but I also got crit by fucking Petal Dance. That's huge, potentially. Yes, okay. I actually willed that into existence somehow. But I don't think I Parasong still. I think I just go for more Thunders to try to chip this down, to ensure that Cross-Chop kills. But then I also need Cross-Chop to land. Okay, nice. Okay. Psychic. This is a nail biter. This is actually a nail biter. I can't believe it. Fucking Whitney, dude. Jesus. I mean, I didn't like, my team wasn't the best. Like, could I have played better too? Sure, but I mean, also that my picks were like, you know, not the most optimal. I don't trust this hidden power. Okay, I can't look. Okay, I actually kind of peeked through my fingers, but I'm like, please land. Please land, so I don't have to redo this, Jim. Clutched. Okay. Probably stop trying to be so fancy with some of my picks. The Paris Trap thing I think was a decent idea, but the fact they led Miltank and that Primeape 1v1'd it so easily kind of like made Paris Trap useless. Well, not useless. We dealt with Gloom without having to bring Houndoom, but yeah. Alright, I'm gonna say I'm cool with these streams being a little bit shorter, potentially, but I'm down to do at least one more. Because that'll be half of the Johto League. And of course there's Team Rocket and, you know, stuff like, and I think there's probably a rival fight and shit like that too, but again, I got stuck at Team Rocket when I was a kid, so like yeah. And I like did not really like fully understand the mechanics here either, to be honest. At the time. Way back when. But yeah, we'll fight Morty. But the good news is there's only 2 ghost types in the game. I mean, 4 if you count the whole Gengar line, but like, you know, 3 of them are weak to Psychic because of the poison typing. And Missy, I can bring something with Shadow Ball that... Is there a there's normal types that learn Shadow Ball and stuff like that. For physical coverage, I'm sure. Like, I don't know what gets Shadow Ball specifically. I'm gonna dig around. Sludge Bomb. But, see, the bad news is I don't know exactly what else they're gonna have. It could just be really anything. So I just need to bring, like, good mons. I'm gonna bring, like, Zam. With... I don't know, Paracure, I guess. I'm gonna bring Zam, and I'm gonna bring something with Shadow Ball. Ideally a normal type of Shadow Ball, but I don't know if that exists here. Faint Attack. Faint Attack. Furret? We actually unironically bring Furret? Hold up. That might be the play. Put a pin in that. Faint Attack's special in this, so like, Noctowl's not a terrible play either. What does Azatu have here? Confused Rage Roll Pack. But it's also weak to Ghost, so like, no, that's not. It's too slow. I like Umbreon here. I like Umbreon with Mint Berry to utilize Rest. Murkrow's not a bad pick either, to be honest. A Steel wouldn't hurt because it actually resists Ghost in this gen. I'm trying to dig around for like... This thing has Shadow. This is... Sneasel's probably pretty good here. I mean, I know it doesn't have Stab to use because both of its types are special. Crawdaunt has the same issue in Gen 3. But, strong, fast Shadow Ball. I mean, like, that seems pretty good to me. Maybe with Burn. Or Confusion. Confusion's probably worse, actually. For this thing. Okay, so we got like a fast start. I mean, maybe Houndoom's better, though. Just because it actually has Stab on its, I kind of like that better. It's like an offensive Dark type and a defensive Dark type. I got a Psychic type to kind of smoke Gengar. And if they randomly have a Fighting type or some shit, like, I don't know. To counter the normal types that are immune to Ghost, maybe, like, you know what I mean? In which case, so what? What would be Ghost and, like, what would they counter team with? Like, maybe I want to bring a Fighting in case they have a Dark type? Something with Fighting coverage, at least. I think a Fighting type, and then I just want to bring, like a good Steel, like, just a Steel mon that's, like, actually good. Steelix wasn't bad, it's just I brought it in on a special attacker and it got smoked. Starmie's not a bad pick either. Actually, is that better than Zam, just for the Surf coverage? It's not as strong, though. It's still naturally faster than Gengar, it should be. 115 base instead of 110, I think. I could bring both, I guess. If I bring a Fighting type, I want it to be something with coverage. Like you. Or do I bring Primeape again? Just in case they have a normal type that's like intended to counter... Right? Isn't that what I was saying? Like, I just don't know what to expect, so I'm just trying to bring coverage. We'll bring Primeape, just in case. Because the tricky thing is, like, either they get smoked by, like, some combination of Umbreon, Houndoom, and one of the Psychics, or I just need, like, other options, basically. I have Houndoom for Steals. I do have water coverage. I would maybe bring... What else is known in Ecruteak? Like what's found around there? I'm trying to think. Like poisons, but I'm bringing Psychics. My mind jumps to like Magmar, which I don't even know if that's actually found in Burn Tower, but thinking like fire types and shit like that too. I'm thinking like... I think a Steel type would be good, resistance-wise. Which is basically like Magneton, Steelix, Fortress. Mag has Thunder Wave too, which could come in handy. Also gives me electric coverage, which might be useful if we encounter water. Yeah, fuck it. Let's bring Magneton. Let's just go for it. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Got Nidorina, Unknown, Ditto. Okay, but Ditto doesn't have Imposter, so I'm like, what am I thinking? I'm like, oh no, Ditto. But then I'm like, yeah, well, if I cross chop it, it dies. Does that mean I have to lead Primeape? Maybe. I bring Zam. I bring Houndoom. Maybe I don't even have to bring... I could bring... What does Starmie hit, though, that Zam doesn't have? Bring Houndoom as well. Right? Because I have Rock Slide for Hoot Hoot. Maybe I want to bring Magneton, actually, instead of Houndoom. Primeape in case of Diddle Lead. Zam for pretty much everything else. Oh, I guess that doesn't leave me with, like, something to hit Unknown, though. But there's no way Unknown has a hidden power type that, like, actually smokes my entire team, though. If it's special, Zam, like, deals with it. Oh, no. This might be... This thing might... Primeape's hidden power type might be, like, Ghost or something like that, though, too. I'm gonna bring Magneton for Hoot Hoot, just in case. If we get the Primeape Unknown matchup, I will click Hidden Power. Because the likelihood that it's Bug or Ghost is pretty high. It's a physical... It's gotta be a physical type for sure. Ooh, that's good for me. I'm a little scared of, like, flying attack, but Ledian's also weak as shit. So I just Rock Slide. Nice. Smoked. Okay, so I said, why would it be Hidden Power Psychic? It could be, and if it is, then, like, okay, but I'm Hidden Powering just to find out what this is. Or try to get an idea. It's probably... I'm betting Ghost or Bug. It's not very effective. What? What would be on this Primeape set that would be not very effective? What's, like, another physical... Like, Hidden Power Fighting makes no sense. It has Cross Chop already. Unless it runs that just for something safe with 100% accuracy. I mean, I wall this thing, so I can just meditate a bunch of times and Rock Slide and kill it. But I'm going to pull up the Smogon page for Primeape in Gen 2, because I'm just curious, like, what... Setting up. If the AI, if the CPU is going to be fucking stupid, then I'm going to take advantage of that. What's interesting is GSC, there is no hidden power on... Maybe when the ROM hack was made, maybe there was. But yeah, there's Cross Chop Thunder Rest Talk. Cross Chop Thunder Double Edge Sub. There's nothing about hidden power, though. Hidden power... oh, it's talking about other mons that it might fear. I don't know what this hidden power type is. It could have also been misinputted, potentially, by the ROM hack author. Okay, we're at +3, right? So I'm just gonna Rock Slide here. No need to be, like, super overkill. Also, it lived is crazy. We flinched, though. Nice. Well, now I use for hidden power because it's 100% accurate. I'm like, is this hidden power fighting for some reason? Could be. Maybe I should check Gen 1, but hidden power wasn't in Gen 1. So, like, I don't know. The fact that it's not Bug or Ghost is, like, perplexing to me. Oh, wait a second. If this misses, that's really bad. Because I'm at +3. But Zam outspeeds, so I think we're still okay. What is this hidden power? Is this going to be super effective on me? What is this? It's neutral. We live. It's neutral to fighting and not very effective on psychic. Okay, we're chilling. Sorry, I just want to figure out what this is. It's not very effective on psychic. So that means it's either fighting, psychic, and I think that's it, right? Isn't that all that psychic resists? Yeah, it just resists fighting. It has to be fighting or psychic. So it's hidden power fighting for some fucking reason. Okay, weird. It was neutral on a primate. Strange. I mean, it's a 100% accurate move, so I should consider that too. If I need like a risk-free fighting move as opposed to like one that can miss. That's fair. I'd rather it be HP Ghost. That would have been much better. But oh well. Part of the fun of this is like the fact that it is suboptimal, to be fair. Zam looks great here. Has Fire Punch for Smoochum. Zam looks insane here. Houndoom also looks insane here as well. Magneton also looks good. So I think those three probably. What do I lead? Houndoom seems like a pretty safe lead to me. And if they lead Zubat, I can just go Mag. Yeah, I like that. Turn up the ring light a little bit. Bump, 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 bump. The thing is, too, like, as much as I enjoy the process of going through this and, like, you know, like, thinking multiple steps ahead and stuff like that, I can only do this for, like, so long at a time, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be doing this for, like, 3-hour bursts, or 3-hour sessions. It's not really a burst, I guess. But, like, you're not gonna be doing this for, like, 3 hours at a time, so... Streams will probably be a little bit shorter. I'm thinking we'll wrap up Morty, and that might be like a good stopping point for today. I'm just gonna... Well, Crunch is special, though. So it's not, like, as obvious. But this is my only way to actually hit this. Because I don't have anything with Shadow Ball, so I just Crunch. It is Stab. Houndoom is pretty strong. Decently strong. Yeah, it doesn't kill. Would you Mean Look? I mean, you can only either Protect or Mean Look in this case. And if they try to switch out, I'm just going to Pursuit. In fact, that's what I'm clicking right now. Okay. Just in case of a switch out. It for sure kills anyway. We've got the timer on us, but like there's only two other Mons in the back. So... Like, it either Mean Looked and died, and then I could switch out the next turn, or it protected and then died the next turn, and then I could still switch out anyway. I just Crunch. Nightshade. I always liked the animation for this. I always thought Nightshade looked really fucking cool. You know what other move looks really cool in this game is Psybeam. Psybeam looks kind of sick. But you're not going to see it much with the Mord's Edition mod, just because Psybeam users were replaced with Psychic. So it's like, it's, you know... But it's like, can you see why I'm interested in Pokemon Champions? Can you see the lineage in terms of why that's appealing for me? Because like it's funnily similar to this game to a certain extent, right? No single player content really, but like, you know, rental mons, like you don't have to worry about training your own mons or catching them or anything in that traditional sense. But there's even more flexibility there, and you can play like official competitive like VGC and stuff like that without all the hassle. And there's singles formats too, which like I'd probably prefer to play on a Showdown in that case, but it's there. I mean, not 6v6, but like, you know, Battle Spot is can be fun. Yeah, if I can figure out a way to get my iPad to cast and be captured by OBS, I'd be down to do some Champions streams once that drops on iOS, because I don't have a Switch at the moment, unfortunately. I could borrow my sister's, I guess, because she probably isn't playing it very much, but that's all. That also just seems like a pain in the ass to try to figure out. Alright, Morty. Got a Gengar, which makes sense. This is Ace. Giraffe, so I want to bring a Dark type for sure. Noctowl, so I think Magneton makes sense, but then the Marowak and Sudowoodo are kind of an issue, so I think Starmie needs to be brought here as well. But it's tricky because it's not really a great switch-in for Marowak. So I kind of feel like I need a lead Starmie. Bring Magneton and then bring Houndoom probably. Umbreon's also an option, but I like the fire for Ariados potentially, so I'll bring Houndoom. I think that's correct. It's obviously going to come down to matchup, but it's also going to come down to potential hacks, which I'm a little nervous about. Okay, this Gar, I should outspeed this. Gengar is base 110, Starmie is base 115. That said, this thing might opt to go for like a electric move or something like that, so I'm a little scared of that. It's like Magneton is like probably the safe play, whereas I really kind of want to Psychic this. Also, they always lead their ace? They always lead their ace? Did Bugsy lead Scyther? Did Bugsy have? It might have actually. Because Faulkner led Pidgeotto and Whitney led Miltank, so I'm like, does that mean I can expect Chuck to lead Poliwrath? I really want a Psychic, but I'm scared. Let's see, if I go Magneton and they go for like Thunderbolt or something like that, it's not going to have Shadow Ball. That makes no sense. Like if if it's going to click anything, it's either going to switch or it's going to click Thunderbolt. Or something like Hypnosis, or something like that, too. Magneton was only good into Noctowl, right? So I think going Mag is the safe play, and therefore I think the correct move here in case of Thunderbolt, which I don't know would one-shot Starmie. But I'm also nervous about, like, enemy mons having DVs when it has Shadow Ball. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that does nothing, because it's physical. I always find that weird, like, even though Shadow Ball's physical in this gen, it still lowers Spadef. It's like, what is that? I'm gonna T-Wave, right? I could sub. I don't know what hidden power this is. I could sub in case they switch into, like, Marowak or something, because T-Waving into that is bad. This is tricky. I don't want to go back into Starmie. I could go Houndoom. Maybe that's the play. But then if they go Marowak, that's still a problem. What I really want to do is T-Wave this. We're also slower. Now that I know it's Shadow Ball, I don't want to be switching around too much and just taking damage. I'm gonna T-Wave. Just please don't switch. Okay. It has Fire Punch, which might kill me. The Houndoom switch was actually the correct play, which is like... Okay, off to a terrible start. Yeah, no, for sure. It's very weird. Also, there's like barely any ghost moves in Gen 1 as well. Damn it! My instinct to go Houndoom was actually correct because of Fire Punch. Damn, I'm actually bad. Oh well. Got Pursuit. Is this gonna switch out? It might have, like, it might have D-Punch. I'm gonna Pursuit, because I'm expecting you to switch out. Nightshade. Well, shit. I'm just gonna lose because I keep making the wrong choice. Is this two-shot? Oh, we crit. Okay. So I still just Pursuit just in case of a switch here. Also, okay. I had to take the Nightshade, unfortunately. Hopefully, I don't need Magneton. Hopefully. Double crit is crazy disrespectful and also is unnecessary in this case. I mean, I think I needed one crit for that to kill, but if I didn't crit, I would have just crunched instead. Still in the cut. I'm scared. I have to switch. I have to switch into Starmie. This sucks. I don't even have Magneton as a fucking sack. Earthquake. Okay. 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 I surf. I have to attack and hope it kills. I can recover once, assuming this thing doesn't have something else to hit me besides EQ. Okay, it doesn't quite kill. Mr. Slide. Oh wait, no, this doesn't kill because Rock Slide's weak, right? There's no Sucker Punch. There's no Sucker Punch in this gen. Rapid Spin doesn't raise your speed. Like, all of these... Oh, no. My controller died. How did my control... I was charging this earlier, dude! I'm gonna have a fucking fit, dude. I swear to God. This doesn't... Can I make a save state? Brother, what the fuck? I don't think this has hot plugging. Like, is this gonna work? I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Thank God. Bless. Bless with those fucking bless, dude. Ares. Shout out to the Ares emulator for having hot plugging, even though it seemed to crash. Heart attack on a bun? Jeez Louise, man. I was charging this at the beginning of the stream so that this wouldn't happen. Okay, I have Houndoom for super effective damage. I'm expecting this to have Feint Attack. So I think Recover is like a mistake, but Feint Attack's not stab, so like I could. But I think the correct play is to Surf and get Chip. I think the correct play is to Surf and get Chip here. That did a shit ton. I've no Violite here, obviously. It's interesting because you can see the humanoid kind of movements of Starmie, and I know like that's the inspiration behind it in the first place. But like, you know, akin to its Mega and stuff like that. Like you could see its arms like actually move like their arms for Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I made some misplays, but I also kind of called out what was going to happen. I just didn't like make the play in accordance with that. That's my own fault. I should have gone Houndoom anticipating fire coverage on Gar, but clutch it out. And through a potential, what seemed like a game crash as well. Thankfully was not. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Sick. Oh, Chuck only has 2? We can do Chuck. If Chuck was gonna have like 3 or 4, I was gonna be like, nah. Let's do 1 more. Because it hasn't even been 2 hours yet, so I'm like, okay, let's do 1 more. So Chuck, I want a flying type with an actual flying move. What is this moveset? This might be HP flying, but like I just don't know that for sure. Drill Peck. Strong, probably one of the only mons that actually has this in this set of rentals. I think this is HP flying, I want to say. Because I use Scyther in... it's legal in Little Cup, which is, like, in Stadium at least. So, like, I used fucking Scyther and Chansey and shit in Little Cup. Like an asshole. Yeah, saves... Yeah, I could. It's just because my controller died, but now that it's plugged in, it shouldn't be an issue. But that might not be a bad call. When we get to the longer stretches especially. But I think I'll be okay. I think Zam is an easy bring here. The fastest psychic user here. Just anti-para, I guess. The arrow does not have... Oh, it has wing attack. Aerodactyl seems good. Aerodactyl's strong. And fast. Like, super fast. Has good cover. Like Confusion Berry. Oh, the legendary birds are also a decent idea as well. If they actually had... This could be HP flying, but, like, I have no idea again. Also, it's obviously special attacker, so, like, maybe not. Dragonite... Like, what else would Chuck have? Like, potential rock types to deal with flyers, potential dark types to deal with psychics. Not that there's that many dark types, but, like, maybe I want to bring a fighting type of my own, just in case of that. And I probably want to bring a bulky water and or a bulky grass. Eggy seems good for that purpose, because it also has psychic. Bring egg. Don't mind that. Bring egg for grass coverage in case of, like, a rock type that we can counter. A water's always a good call. I am lacking an ice coverage. I don't know if Golduck is the right call here, though. It's kind of nice that Golduck got a little bit of a time to shine, too. It's kind of nice. I want to bring another, like, one more flying type as well. Gar's always good. I mean, Boom is always good, and it's immune to fighting moves. Gives me a switch in. Like, Gar is just always good, I think. I want to bring a water that's not weak to fighting. What other options are there? What does Gator have? Check Blastoise here in a second, too. A lot of fighting types tend to have Earthquake, so I don't really like the idea of bringing Lantern. Azu's obviously super weak. Mandan resists fighting. I mean, that's pretty good. Fighting types also tend to have rock type moves, though, but... Which probably encourages me to bring something like a Donphan or just some ground type. A ground type of some kind. Donphan's an option that I don't mind, because it's actually pure ground. If you're weak to fighting, it's probably a bad idea. Lagar's an interesting pick. What about... What does Blastoise have? Surf, Reflect. Could be good. Has Rest, so you can bring Sleep Berry with Stoys. And then... What else did I say I wanted to bring? I have a Flying, I have a Psychic. I said I wanted to maybe bring something with Fighting move, but, like, Gengar has Dynamic Punch in case of a Dark type or something. Although, then again, why am I using Gar into a Dark type? That's probably a bad idea. Primeape again, maybe? Primeape's really quite good, actually. For useful mon. Yeah, fuck it. Let's rock with it. What I really remember is like Jasmine being a problem back in the day, but I don't know how true that is. I think it was just more like I didn't understand that Steelix had no Spit F. I just needed to like Fire Blast it or Surf it or something. Okay. Eggy was a good pull. Oh, we see a Seeking here. Might have Mega Horn though, which is like kind of the big concern. I don't hate Egg here. I think lead Zam makes a lot of sense. I think bringing my Egg is a good switch into Dougie. I mean, assuming it doesn't have like HP bug randomly. But I don't even know like what the hidden power situation is with the opposing mons. And then that also helps with Seeking, barring Mega Horn if it gets that in this gen. Maybe Gengar for Thunderbolting the Seeking just in case. But then what am I doing against Rhyhorn? I guess I have Eggy for that as well, but Mega Horn is a possibility as well. Maybe I need to bring Soys then. I'm bringing Blastoise. Let's rock with it.
The challenger has made it to the CN Wood Gym. The first opponent is Nick, a black belt.
Bump, 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 ba-dum, bump. Yeah, this will be like just this will be about the length of the streams that I want them to be. Just a little bit shorter. Yeah, I know this thing has really good Spit F, but I'm just raw psychicking. It's still gonna do a metric shit ton because Zam is so strong. And we crit, which is crazy.
Whoa, that was fast.
That unironically might have mattered. Like, unironically might have mattered. Just because the Hitmons actually have, like, base 110 Spit F.
Oh, it's Rhyhorn.
I want to Psychic this thing, too.
The number of remaining Pokemon
Then again, if he has another Fighting type in the back... Oh, I have Eggy for that, though.
still far from certain.
I kind of want to just Psychic this, TBH. But there's no reason... I should just go Blastoise, because I literally brought it for this. I literally brought Soys for, like, this mon. So that's, like, a bad play.
Oh, it's Blastoise.
Oh, no. Horn Drill?
Drill.
Brother.
That missed. How will this newly
This is what I mean by cheese.
fare?
This is what I mean by, like, potentially getting cheesed by the, CPU.
Whoa, KO'd by one hit. There's only
And if what I've heard is correct and they go for odds that they know ahead of time, like,
oh, it's Nidorino.
they can't, like, force something to crit or land or whatever, but, like, if they know it's gonna crit or land,
The number of remaining
they'll go for it,
Pokemon is 3.
from what I understand.
This battle has
I just damage this thing, I just stay in. There's no reason for me to switch.
a sharp attack.
Like, Psychic smokes this, but, like, there's no reason for me to switch.
That was good.
This thing's not gonna set up. And plus, yeah, again, if it, like, lands Horn Drill,
No, that didn't connect. A hot battle is unfolding.
this is crazy. Like, they just got some dude's torso on the wall. It's funny as hell.
Great hit.
When you see a Horn Drill hit,
Oh,
nope.
that missed too. This showdown appears to be coming to an end.
I could have done the disrespectful rapid spin kill, but
Do it.
oh well.
Out of there. There are no more remaining Pokemon. And there goes the battle.
Boom, 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 boom. Wait a second. Is the number of trainers indicative of how many mons the leader has in the actual main game? Is that what this is? I think that might actually be right. Was Morty 4? Or 3? 'Cause I think, doesn't he normally have, like, a Ghastly, 2 Haunters, and a Gengar or something like that? And then, like, Faulkner has Pidgey and a Pidgeotto, number 2 there. Bugsy has a Metapod, Kakuna, and Scyther. Whitney has just 2 Mons, but that might break the trend, actually, because it's Clefairy Miltank. But I think there might have been 3 in her gym, so never mind. But also, this gym only has 2, despite being the 5th gym, and Chuck only has Primeape and Poliwrath, so, like, I don't know. There might be some kind of correlation there. Anyway. Lead Zam. Bring Arrow? Just in case? And bring Egg for Sandslash? Or bring Blastoise? We have Ice Punch on this for Slash, but I can't really do much against the other guys. Just bring the top 3. I think that's the plan. Zam might just straight up sweep. Hitmonchan, Psychic you, despite your 110 Spadef. I don't think you can one-shot me back. I can't believe you crit landed a fucking Dynamic Punch, brother. My brother. Is it worth switching and risk? I just don't want to risk another D-Punch landing, though. Burnt Berry. I have Confused Berry on Arrow. So I could go Arrow. And save Zam. But does D-Punch probably doesn't kill Arrow unless it crits. I'd like to keep Zam alive if I can. I'm going to go Arrow, even though I'm a little bit nervous. But if it lives one, then the Bitter Berry will heal the confusion. What does that pronunciate? Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl. Oh, cool. 1 for Mach Punch. So, a good switch on my part. Good call. Wing Attack is free. They Mach Punch again, but, like, we live this handily, so, like, it's chill. They crit again. But it doesn't matter now what happens. I will never give up the fight, etc. and so on. Stays in on a Psychic and Flying type. What? How? I forgot that this thing was on his team. What hidden power type is this again? Don't remember. I think I just stay in and take my damage. Not bringing Primeape in case of this was maybe a mistake. Could this be HP fighting, though? I know there wasn't really an... I'm gonna pull up the Smogon page for Arrow just to, like, see if I can try to predict this. Because I used Arrow in the Stadium Cups and stuff like that. Aerodactyl. And also, the Primeape page didn't give us any... Hidden Power Rock is what I'm seeing here for GSC. For UU, but for OU, HP Rock, HP Flying, both of which are not... Either way, that's good, and maybe they did just put HP Fighting on this by accident or something. I'm just gonna go for Hidden Power. Because if it is Rock or Flying with the Smogon pages, then that is Stab. Okay, that did fucking -0. That did -0 damage. That's crazy. I didn't know that was possible. Okay. Never click Hidden Power, apparently. There might be something wrong with the ROM hack, maybe, but this thing is a problem, dude. I'm gonna go Zam. Thankfully, it's only 2 trainers, so like if I do game over here, it's not the worst thing ever. I should have Wing Attacked for more chip. I just psychic. Like maybe there's a crit. Yeah, no crit. It wouldn't have killed, I don't think, even with wing attack damage. Does this outspeed Eggy? Gremmel's pretty slow. It doesn't matter, I guess. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, because it's my last. Damn. Chuck taking the first dub. Granted, he landed a dynamic punch turn 1, but, like, it is a coin flip, to be fair. But he also crit, so I'm also like, you not? Because I maybe could have stayed in on a Mach Punch, but, like, I would have switched anyway. Damn, this blows. What do I do here? Do I Sleep Powder? Is it, like, actually the play? And then Giga Drain my way back to... No, because it's too risky. Giga Drain's also fucking weak in this gen, that's right. I think I just have to Psychic. Oh, interesting. Miss, please. Unluckiest battle of all time, like, actually. Jesus Christ. This is actually the unluckiest battle of all time. This is gonna be... This is when the rage starts to set in with this game, I swear to God. And then they shout... They click D-punch even though it's resisted, because the fucking AI, the CPU, knew it was gonna land to get the confusion. Maybe his last can't touch me, like, I don't know. There's always a chance, but, like, 20 HP, I'm not particularly hopeful here. But if I wing attacked, obviously this maybe could have gone differently. I'm Giga Draining just in case they miss D-punch or something. They're going for pump. Miss. Please. Chance? Because we resist the dual stab. And now Psychic kills. You better not land this, you motherfucker. Come on. Dang. I cannot believe I won this. I can't believe you've won this. Says you, the viewer. Crazy. Crazy clutch just because we resist his ace's dual stab. Fucking wild. You can't make this shit up, like, actually. I was so ready to... we got so hacked that they landed two dynamic... They critted dynamic punch turn 1. Landed a second one. I misplayed by clicking fucking hidden power. I don't know what's up with the hidden power types in this, in Mord's edition. I don't know what's going on. It's just Jasmine? Should we just do this? I know I keep saying, like, oh, we'll just do one more, but I think Team Rocket is after this. And Team Rocket was, like, where I got fucked up when I was a kid. Because I forget if Price, maybe, no, that is, it looks like an ice thing on the roof. I think it is Price and then Team Rocket. And then Claire, and then maybe the rival, and then the elite. Like, I just don't know what exactly happens after Team Rocket, but, because Jasmine is just one trainer, we can just rock this real quick. Because there's also all the Kanto gym leaders and stuff to go through as well. Okay, so Jasmine, for sure gonna have a Steelix, so, like, I for sure want a Fire type. Probably has a Magneton as well, even though there's gonna be more type diversity here. So, like, I like Dougie. Doug is just good here. Anti-confusion for, like, Magneton or, like, you know, whatever. There's no Arena Trap, obviously, but it also has Rock Slide, so, like there's reason to bring this. Sludge Bomb in case of just, like, random... I just want, like, Mons with coverage that also have stab into what we're looking at here. Like, Houndoom seems like a good, like, smart pick as well. Like, Moltres ain't bad, but there's not that many steel types, so it's like I probably want to bring, like, a fire type and then something with fire coverage. I forget if clicking, I don't know, maybe freeze berry is bad, but like the berries are really not going to come into play very often anyway. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to go probably Zam, just to have a fast Psychic Mon, just in case. Just for coverage. I go anti-para on this. Bulky Water's never a bad idea. Ideally something that outspeeds Steelix, aka pretty much everything. We'll bring Cloyster because it has Toxic, sure. Does it have Rest? No. Burnberry, I guess? No, maybe... No, I don't really care if this thing gets burnt. And then... What else? Like a ground type is never a bad idea. Oh, we have a ground type already. An opposing steel type, maybe? Again, this is one of those because there's only one trainer I can, like... Even if I lose, like, I can counterpick this pretty easily. Toxic. It's kind of doing what Cloyster's doing anyway. I wish this had a fighting move on it. This is like Swords Dance, Agility Pass. I'm bringing a lot of fast ones anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm thinking Steelix might be... Where the hell is Steelix? Where are you? There you are. Yeah. Sure, and then, like, I don't know. What kind of coverage am I missing? I'm missing... Like, I don't have, like, electric... or ice? Is there anything with Bolt Beam? Anything with Bolt Beam coverage? Maybe Jolteon if the hidden power types are actually not fucked up. Take Bolt Beam. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Let's just rock with this. Go for it. I did bring a fire type, right? I did select Houndoom, right? Yeah, okay, good. And I have Fire Punch on, what's it called? Oh, I forgot about Skarm too, yeah. Corsola. It's like a Buzz. Actually a good call, because Corsola has high defense, I think. Its Phys-Def is, like, kind of crazy, or, like, it's more physically bulky than especially bulky. I bring Zam for sure. Oh, and also for Mantine, whatever. Or maybe I'd Toxic the Mantine with this. Because I'm debating, like, lead Houndoom with the Fire Blasts. But maybe Fire Punch is actually... I'm trying to figure out if, like, Fire Punch is better off as a backup option, or if it's better to lead this. But I also want to switch into Mantine. Also, isn't the Mantine thing, like, isn't that an anime thing with her? Or something? I mean, Skarm and Mantine are, like, their counterparts. Like, physical versus special. So, like, I want to keep that in mind. It is times 4 weak, so, like, Thunderbolt's still going to do a shit ton to Mantine, but it might not one-shot, maybe? Like, maybe not? I like this for Mag. Or no, I like Dougie for Mag, actually. I also have Rock Slide for Mantine. I like Doug Trio. I'm debating Zam or Houndoom, or both. But I kind of think Buzz is a good backup for the Corsola, Skarm, and Mantine, though. I don't think lead Doug is the correct play. I mean, Fire Punch is going to Smoke Fortress. It might not one-shot Steelix, though. That's the only thing I'm nervous about. But I'm also nervous about missing Fire Blast. But then again, if it doesn't kill, then I can probably pick up the kill with... Oh, this has Fire Punch, too. Oh. In that case... I think it is Houndoom, Buzz, Doug. Is lead Houndoom correct? If they lead Corsola, maybe lead Buzz is correct. No, because Steelix... Well, in that case, I just sack one of them, and then pick up the KO with on Steelix the next turn if it's lead Steelix. In which case, I'll lead Houndoom. Yeah, let's try this. Houndoom, Electabuzz, Dougie. I'll try this. A grass type would have been good. But it's not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Shabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-da, shabba-dabba-dabba-dabba. Lead Skarm, okay. So it's not lead ace every time, it's just some of them were leading their ace. Sturdy's not a thing. You motherfuck. The disrespect is hilarious. Oh no, wait. No, okay, wait, yeah, I was like, wait, what? It counters negative priority, so like, at least we get guaranteed damage on this. Yeah, it like barely doesn't kill. Pursuit probably kills, right? Even if they don't switch? Even with the resist, I was like, yeah. Just in case she tried to preserve the 13 HP Skarm for some reason. Which makes 0 sense, but just in case. Licks. I just F-blast. You better fucking land. Yeah, it's like, come on, don't miss 2 Fire Blasts in a row. Okay, so I was wrong in terms of what I was saying about Jasmine. I think I remember Jasmine being particularly easy because there's only one like, it's just her. But I remember this fight being memorable for some reason. I think it was just that. But also, like, obviously in her gym in Johto, she has no gym trainers, but, like, Chuck has more than one gym trainer in his gym, though. In the original game. I just crunch for Chip. Also crit. Oh god. Okay, no boost. I was like, wait, reverse sweep? Ancient Power reverse sweep? Corsola? Yeah, I was like, there's no way. It's Jover. Super easy. Piece of cake. Kicks Reflector around.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 1.
Smoked. You fuck surprise Pikachu phase. You got surprise Corsola phase over here. Electabuzz motorboated his way to victory. You guys know the anime cry. Nice. Yeah, I'm losing steam a little bit. Like, I can only stomach so much of this in one sitting. Were you going further? Let's see. Yeah, so you do fight Team Rocket before Price, and that makes sense because you do that in the actual game. I'm not doing this right now. Again, this was my stopping point as a child. So, good to pick it up next time and just kind of tackle Team Rocket next time. No, sir. Did not lose a single battle, which is somehow I clutched out. What was it? Was it against Chuck and Morty? I had some clutch moments in there. Okay, so what it was 2, 3, 3. 3. Okay, so it doesn't quite match the number of Mons, but there's something going on here. Yeah, so we got Team Rocket next time. So now knocked out 6 gyms. Do Team Rocket, which is a gauntlet, and if I lose, it's like you have to redo the whole thing. I remember this being a big, massive pain in the ass. Also, I guess that's supposed to be Ariana and Archer, But obviously they didn't have unique designs even back in, like, during this era anyway, but it's kind of the idea. So maybe we expect a Vileplume and Houndoom for them. Assuming those were their aces in the original game. I think Houndoom was for Archer, as he is now known. For Ariana, I'm not entirely sure, but... Yep. Good shit. Yeah, we don't have to worry about, like, manually saving or anything like that. It's just been saving this whole time, so... We are good to go.